Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about our new custom toggles. They are this right here and are a production of 6 months now of prototyping, testing, trying new things, and this is what we have ultimately ended up with. I want to walk you through some of the features of this toggle, some of the benefits, and some of the reasons we went with a design like this. I'm going to swap over to my GoPro so it's a little closer so you guys can get a better up-close look. So these right here are the togs, as we call them. This is going to be a brake toggle that also has a tip steer point. You can fly it without the tip steer tied in, right? So if you pull pressure from the brake, it's even on the bar down here. So you don't have to have the tip steer tied in for this toggle to work. This toggle is meant to be grabbed with only 2 fingers. Now I don't have a huge hand, but there is extra room, and I can even fit 3 fingers comfortably in this toggle. So this is made to be a 2-finger toggle. Why did we make a 2-finger toggle over the industry's more common, much larger toggle? Well, most of us, we're having my throttle here, fly a throttle like this, where we fly it with 2, maybe 3 fingers. And as a result, we fly our brake with the other 2 fingers, right? So this is how I use my throttle. I've got 2 fingers on my throttle. I've got 2 fingers on my brake. I like having a toggle that kind of disappears within my throttle, that kind of disappears in my hand. And this is the best I have found for that. You put these on and it kind of disappears. Whereas if we look at something like the stock ozone toggle, which I don't particularly like, it's this big bulky thing with lots of extra space. Now, on top of that, there's something else that really makes a big difference with this toggle, and that is the distance from the actual brake line and your fingers, right? That distance right here, from here to here. That distance is a whole lot less than the distance from here to here. You can see much big distance, lots of squish. I don't like that. Here's that back. This is much closer. The line is right here, my fingers are right here. It's a lot less distance. So you're reducing the distance from your brake to your fingers. You're also reducing the overall size of the toggle. Now, on top of that, we went with a magnet style like this. Boom, just like so. We're actually making these in-house, the toggle and the magnet. This is a nice magnet. It grabs, it's not too loose, it's not too strong. We like the strength. We could maybe do a little stronger, but we would have a size limitation. These are not being lost. These are not being dropped, which I like. Now, the other thing is you don't have to do this whole up thing or pull down thing. It's right on, right off, which I'm a big fan of. Okay, so that's some of those things. Now, the other thing with this toggle that I don't think people will utilize enough is grabbing up here. The reason we went with this design versus maybe bringing this down to here and having the brake tie here and the tip tie here is that I can actually take these fingers and grab up here with my 2 fingers. You can see we've got a nice size right here to grab. If you want to 3-finger it, you can even grab up here. So you've got plenty of room to grab this toggle up top. Now, why do I like that? Having the ability to grab the actual line makes a huge difference in terms of overall control. Having that ability to go all the way up here means I get instant feedback from that line versus all of that squish of the stock ozone toggle. So I like being able to grab up here. That was kind of the biggest thing with these toggles that I wanted, was being able to grab right up on that line, having the tip steer separated from the main line so I can twist, right? With these separated, I can twist this hand and pull tip steer without pulling brake, which is super nice. So some of the biggest features that we talked about: 1, we reduced the distance. 2, it's 2-finger instead of that huge thing. 3, you can grab up here. 4, the magnets. Magnets are strong, gate is nice, overall nice design. If you order these toggles, what are you gonna get? You're gonna get these toggles right here, and you're also going to get this piece here, which velcros onto your riser. This piece right here. So you take this, attach it to your riser, clamp it down, and you can attach your brake. Like I said, you don't have to have tip steering tied in on these. You can fly them with just brake. So if you're just a brake pilot, that is just fine. However, you are not able to grab up top if you just have brake. Your hand will kind of slide down. So that's kind of my favorite parts about this toggle. With all of that being said, guys, we are now going into production of these toggles as of yesterday. I placed an order for a whole bunch of them. If you are interested in more information on these toggles, or you'd like to place an order for these toggles, visit our website, backcountryppg.com, and hop on there. So if you want these, let me know. We can get them sent your way.